Alright, so here we go with our server setup here that I posted in the short a little while ago. I installed a Gecko Linux on it for now until I decide to do another video on the server again. My lighting is terrible. I should probably get rid of that. Adjust the camera. We're just waiting for this to get ready, and it yells at me. Okay, the temperature's still good. This is only the first of I don't know how many videos on this machine, but it's ready for now. It'll work. This video, all it's going to be is actually booting this thing up and getting it set up and ready to go for the next one. Server is a Hewlett-Packard server of some sort. For IP unknown. This thing's also not connected to the internet right now. It may never be. It might be at some point. We're not sure yet. This literally is as good of a setup as I can get right now. This is just the setup screen. That's the first thing I got to when I booted this thing up at first, which was off camera. Escape to skip. Let's boot this thing up. It's probably going to beep at me. No, I don't want to configure anything. I've already probably take the disk out and put it over here. Skip the configuration and continue. I don't want to set anything up. Yep, knew it was going to beep at me. I don't think that's of any errors or anything. Stupid resolution message. We're not booting from a CD-ROM. We are not booting from a CD-ROM. Log address. It's not trying to reinstall the OS, is it? Nope, that's, I think, a good sign. Let's see if it actually boots up to the operating system. Ah, yes it did. So you can't see it very well, but here I've booted us up to Gecko Linux. Ignore the video driver message. I don't have the capture card either, so this is about as good as the camera quality is going to get. But here in this, we have all of our different settings here. This is, of course, a server machine, so I'm probably going to buy a copy of Windows Server, and I'll do a video on installing that. But for now, we have what they can't think of any good names for these calculators. But if I go into the system settings, which I don't know where I'm going to, never mind. I find those here. Let me find our information. System info. So we're running on a Xeon E3 processor, 3.4 gigahertz quad core. That's the processor in this computer. We're running on 8 gigabytes of RAM and a terabyte of hard drive storage. We just have a standard VGA controller. It's only a server machine. We don't need anything interesting. That's our OS there. I'm trying to find the information on the actual server machine itself. Nope. And I have probably the world's worst monitor that I could use for this. Oh, never mind. That did not work. So what I'm trying to do here is find our system information on the server itself, which I may need to go into the actual server machine settings through the BIOS instead of from the machine itself. I'm going to put our camera back over here, even though it's facing at the ceiling right now. Not a good place for it, but we have everything, it looks like, set here. I'm going to go back into the system settings and see if I can get anywhere trying to get our actual server information. Not that it really makes a difference to those who are watching, if anyone watches this, but I'm going to have to shut the server down and then turn it back on. Just so that yeah, it gets very loud and then suddenly quiet, then suddenly very loud again. This is BIOS, oh geez, back in 2012, we're already talking 11 years ago as of this video. How much time left do I have to record? I have up to 18.5 minutes. We've already gotten to 7:02. Serial consoles, frickin' resolution message. I don't know if YouTube is gonna yell at me for swearing, despite the fact that I'm not anywhere close to monetization level. So here's our actual BIOS loading screen, which I'm going to have to get into the actual settings itself here. Figure out how it wants me to do that again. We're done. Seems invalid. Okay, never mind. I thought that was an error message. Oh crap, I can't even see. F9 setup. I think that's what I need to press. If it's not, I'm going to have to restart it again. Drive array. Okay, well, it's going to give me that every time. 5. There we go. Nope, I think I leave that by itself. Control S. Oh, well, that's not what I was trying to get into, but good to know that exists. F8. Nope, not what I wanted to get into either. This is the first. Shut up. This is the first time I've ever worked on a server machine in my life, so this is as new for me as it is for, well, most people. Oh, I think that's what I need to get into. Yep, that's the loading screen I was looking for. This isn't being a pain in the neck. Oh, holy crap. It's really dusty in that empty compartment bay, or whatever it is. This, I believe, is the server settings. At least it should be. Oh, yep, that's exactly what I needed. Array configuration utility. Array diagnostics reports. I'm going to make sure that all the things that are working in here. Less errors I have, the better. Floppy or USB drive. I need a blank DVD. Oh well. Oh well. Yeah, I'm gonna have to cancel the goddamn report. There we go. Wear gauge. View this. Total. Okay, well, looks like everything's good there. Oh, wizards. That's actually probably a good thing they have a wizard here. How much time have I been recording? 10, almost 11. To begin, I'm assuming that's the hard drive controller. Read okay. More information. Slot 0 boot controller. Controller temperature 0 degrees Celsius. Well, it looks like it's freezing. Or in other words, it tried to take a report while it was off and didn't work. Oh, warning status messages for 267. I'll have to look that up after. Come on. Come on. So, you can't really see very well the server information, but that's what the model it is. Looks like an HP ProLiant, whatever that number is, Gen 8. It's only $100 server, so you get what you pay for, but I guess I paid for some means of functionality. We're gonna reboot this. Come on. Takes a minute after shutting off to reboot, but yep, there we go. Be quiet. It's loud and then quiet down. There we go. I'm gonna have to look at the meanings of these status codes that are displayed in the corner of the screen here, because it changes. Recording time 12:57. Okay. Doesn't let me do mobile live streaming yet, so stupid freaking. We're just gonna let this thing boot as it normally would. Except server machines are usually on 24/7, except maybe, I guess, occasional maintenance cleaning days. Maybe I'll use this for running the website server. I don't know yet. Or maybe it'll sit here and do nothing, just like quite a lot of the other things in my office. I already have 2 internet routers over there and a bunch of other DVD players and discs and computer parts over here. I don't know if the camera's facing that way. Next video, I'll crack open this thing and take an actual internal look at it. It's gonna beep at me at some point or another, probably like 2 seconds from now. Unknown IP. Because obviously it's gonna know what the IP is if there's internet. Hate that beeping sound. I wonder if it's possible for me to disable it. It's my recording time. 14:40. Yep. I'm not gonna keep Gecko Linux on here forever. It's only temporary. This thing actually... Oh, Jesus. Holy, calm the hell down. Okay, it's not getting hot yet. Say that's a good thing. System settings, make sure everything's running as normal. Everything seems to be running well. I'm gonna call that an end to this video. A new one's gonna come out probably Friday.